Welcome back, Moo Kids. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. If this is your first time on my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. We'd love to have you join the Moon Kid family. Okay, so for today's video, you guys, I recommend that you get your snacks ready, your popcorn ready, because we are going to be spilling the tea, honey. We're going to be trying to figure out why you may still be single, okay? And what are the leading factors of that? So let's go ahead and get started by picking our piles. As always, concentrate on the cards and pick the deck that is most calling your intuition. Pile 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And again, leave whatever does not resonate in the message, and also feel free to pick a different pile if you feel the message did not resonate. Okay, so let's get started with my group number 1, okay? So you've got the 9 of Pentacles here. You've also got the 5 of Swords. You've got the Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. You've got don't let your past hold you back, the South Node. And you've also got let go of control issues, so allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay. So some of the reasons, and maybe I'll flip these cards this way so you can see them better. So some of the reasons that I'm feeling for your singleness is really just the blaring, control issues that you may have. It may be a situation where you don't intend to be controlling, but I do feel that you may have some sort of wanting to control how people treat you, how you come off. So you may not be yourself when you meet somebody because you don't want to let them see your true colors, not because you're deceptive or you're a liar, but because you're trying to protect yourself. You may also be very you may want to control the type of things that your partner does. So, your partner may be interested in a certain hobby, and because you don't like it and you don't like what it means for the relationship, then you may be trying to control that. But some sort of control issues, I can't say specifically because of course this is a collective reading, but there's some sort of issues with control. Either you are controlling, or the people that you tend to fall for are very controlling, and so it doesn't leave you in a very happy, safe place. You may also still be holding on to things from the past. You may be dwelling on some sort of, I'm getting the sense that, because there is this 5 of Swords here, you tend to fall for that person that isn't very real about themselves. And I think that may be a reason why you're not opening yourself up completely. It may be because you've gotten wrong. You've been done wrong by other people in the past, and so now you really don't know how to open yourself up to others that may be trying to give you something that's real, because you've already had so many bad situations happen to you. And, again, that's why you have this card of not letting the past hold you back, of not letting the past kind of control the way that your current relationships are going on. You also are being reminded to just be playful, so you may be taking life a little bit too serious right now. You may have a lot of things going on in life. Your job may be hectic, school may be too much, your family may be just controlling. So you are having this situation where you are being reminded to look at life very playfully. And not only do you want to be playful, but you also are someone who's very independent. And I think that because you're someone who's very independent and kind of knows what they want and aren't willing to settle, you also don't really allow people to come in until you know that they're worthy of it. And so I think that all these, all these habits that you've picked up because of the things that have happened to you and just kind of the disappointments that you felt, it really is holding you back from new beginnings, from something different, from someone who is actually going to give you something different, because again, you have that control issue. You have that need to control certain outcomes, and it's not fair to you, and it's also not fair to others who are actually trying to be someone positive in your life. So really just remember to be playful. But that's kind of just a quick message about why you may still be single. I hope that it just brought you some clarity. Again, remember to be smart with the people that you choose to date. Try to go for those who are being their true honest self, and really take a moment to get to know someone before you give them your all. Thank you for watching. Okay, so for my group numero dos, my group number 2, so you've got the King of Cups. Trying to figure out the best way. Okay, so you've got the Ace of Pentacles. You've also got the Koi fish spirit, so there's always enough. You've got a waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. And you've also got healing family issues, so your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay, so with this energy here, I feel that obviously, you have a lot of family issues that are still unresolved, and I think that this is the root of most of your problems with your romantic life. And it's not to say that we should blame our parents, because they, I'm sure, had did the best job possible, but there's a lot of things that they didn't know that they were doing wrong when they were doing it. They didn't realize the repercussions that it had and it would have on your mentality as a grown-up. And so, you are having some sort of issues, some sort of block in your romantic life, because you are still trying to find a way to get rid of the mentality that your parents let you grow up with. So when you have the Koi fish coming up, there is always enough. It is to let you know that you are enough and that you do deserve the best type of love possible. I do think that you are someone who's very low energy vibration right now. So when they're asking you to pay attention to the waxing moon, it's because this energy is picking up for you. Okay, this energy of, ooh, it matches my nails. This energy of, it's picking up, things will get better. There's just so many emotions in you, and you're so conflicted, and I don't think that you really know what you want. And it's completely okay to not know what you want, and it's completely okay to be single for the time that you need in order to figure yourself out, in order to figure out what you need. Because I think that that's what's going on with you. When you have this Ace of Pentacles, it's like something new is about to happen, but again, you have to heal these family issues in order for that to happen. So you are still single because you are unable or haven't been able to fully heal those issues and that mentality that your parents left you with. And so you're kind of like having to find your own self-worth. You're having to remind yourself that you're worthy, you're special, you're enough, you're beautiful enough, because you totally are. You're just having to find a way to, again, mend yourself, heal yourself from the inside out in order to allow someone else to give you that full love that you need and you deserve. And you are a very emotional person, so I think that you take this very deeply, and when you kind of like see everyone else with a partner, you think to yourself, where's mine? What is going on? Like, hello, where is my turn? So I think that it's okay Do not feel pressured by society. Do not feel pressured by people around you, by others, by whatever it is. Do not feel pressured to feel like you have to have a romantic partner right now, because you don't. Because it's okay to take time for yourself. It's okay to take time to realize your worth, to realize what's going to be good for you and what isn't. You know, the type of person that you want, the type of person you want to be. It's okay to take the time to figure things out. And I don't think that you know what you want yet, and it's and it becomes very hard for you to know who to date when you don't know what you want. And I would rather you be single than end up with someone who is not going to treat you right. So I hope that this message brought you some clarity. Wasn't too much nasty tea, but I do think that you have a lot of healing and a lot of self-love to give before this new beginning that's in the cards can happen for you, okay? Thank you so much for watching, Moon Kids. Okay, my group number 3. So group number 3, why may you still be single? So you've got the 5 of Cups, the Death, you've got a Hummingbird Spirit, so be here now. You've also got a Waning Moon, what do you need to release? And lastly, you've got Codependency, so addictions are affecting your romantic life. Whew, a lot of karmic energy here. So my group number 3, I think that primarily the reason that you are having issues with your romantic love life right now, the reason that you may still be single, is really because you're not living in the moment. You're not living in the present. And I say that in the kindest way possible. You're not living your life right now. You are either stuck somewhere in the past or somewhere in the future. And you kind of, you know, you look at the past and you're like, I have all these things that I regret, and I should have done this, I should have done that, and I hate this person, and I regret this, and all this negative energy is associated with the past. And then the future is affected by that. Or you may have the reverse situation where you're very, very much stuck on the past because it was so good and there was something so beautiful, and my ex this and my ex that, you know, the future is unaffected because either one's too positive or one is too negative. And so you need to learn to be in the present moment, especially when you are in the surrounding energy of a potential lover. So when someone is going to see you with your heads in the cloud and not paying attention to the moment, they're not going to really think that you're enjoying their presence. They're not going to think that you're enjoying the moment, your own life, you know, what they mean to you, and it's going to take a toll on their perceptions of you. And even if those perceptions aren't right, they're going to be affected by them. So please remember to remain in the moment. You also, I mean, literally, like I said, this 5 of Cups, this dark shadow is literally looking at 3 cups that he spilt over while he still has 2. So he's looking at, oh my gosh, crying over spilled milk, literally crying over something he can't get back when he has 2 more. So it's like, you know, the metaphor and the analogy that's presented here is really people taking for granted what may be good for them while neglecting something else because of something they can't even get back. You know, and I mean this in the best way possible when I say that, you know, you have a lot of things to look forward to so long as you make the changes that you need. And you have a waning moon, so what do you need to release? I mean, literally think back to, you know, old relationships, even old friendships, you know, the relationship with your parents, any type of connection that could have had some sort of effect on you that is now blocking you. Really think back to somebody who may have done you wrong or somebody who promised you the world and then didn't deliver. Really think back to all the things that may have impacted you. I mean, you have so much going for you, and still it's not here, right? And so you may have to release certain jobs. You may have to release certain responsibilities, certain habits, certain lifestyles. You have something to release in the present moment because it's affecting everything else. And you have the Death card marching in here, and so they're signifying a need for something to end. You need to release something. You also have this codependency here, so I think that you may be falling for the wrong type of people, only because you're being affected by these codependencies, by these addictions. Maybe your addiction to somebody or something is what you have to release. So really, you just have to do a lot of thinking and a lot of self-introspection to really see what is holding you back, because there's just something that's blocking your way, and it's stopping you from being the best you that you can be. It's stopping you from really showing the world your true beauty that's inside, and it's frustrating to you because I feel like you kind of already know the situation, but you don't really know how to go about it. So I completely understand your frustrations, but trust me, you can do this work. It is possible. It is and it is healing, and it is beautiful once you get it done. I hope that this message brought you some clarity about the situation. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I hope that you have a lovely day. So for my group number 4. Group number 4, why are you still single, boo-boo? So you've got the Knight of Wands. You've also got the Hangman Spirit. You've got adjustments are required, a third quarter moon. Then you've got the Whale Spirit, so trust the great mystery. Okay, and you've got pay attention to the red flags. Dun dun dun. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, so I think that the very main reason that you're currently single right now is for a very good reason. It's a positive one. It is a divine intervention. And if you are fighting this energy of the world wanting you to be single right now, please do not give in to that. Really listen to oh my gosh, I love the cards. Literally trust the greater mystery. So you may not completely understand, why am I still single? I am beautiful, I am awesome, I'm artistic, I am cute, like I am the best person ever, I have the greatest heart. Whatever you may want to say, I understand that you may not want to be single. I understand that, you may have questions about why you are. You may even be looking at so many people that you can date, and you're still not dating them. And you wonder why, and it's frustrating, right? Well, it's divine intervention. Thank the universe that you're single, because literally the universe is currently saving you so much trouble, so much drama, so much energy that you don't need to be wasting, and the universe is saving it for you. They're literally not giving you anyone because you don't need them right now. And it's because, when the universe is warning you and things fall through and you think that there's all these great people out there in the world. So look, you have the Knight of Wands. So I think that you are surrounded by a lot of people that you kind of get your hopes up, and you're like, oh my gosh, they could be the one, they're perfect, they're this, they're that, they're handsome, and then they text you and they Snapchat you, and then all of a sudden they're gone. And all of a sudden it doesn't work. And you're like, what the heck? I thought we had something great. What did I do wrong? What is wrong with me? Why doesn't anyone stay? Or why don't my dates work out? And you do have a lot of very fiery, passionate energy around you. but it's because the universe is sending you these signs that it's not your time to date anyone. And they're actually saving you so much trouble. Your angels are literally working overtime to save you all this trouble that you currently don't need in your life. So, when these relationships with these Rico Suaves don't work out, it's not because you're not enough. It's not because you didn't deserve it. It's not because of you. It's because of who they were. It's because of what they were gonna do to you. It's because of the trouble, the pain, the hurt that the universe is saving you from. And honestly, thank your guardian angels tonight, because they are doing you a big favor. So adjustments are required. When I say that you may be falling for the wrong type of person, those may be the adjustments that you need. So something in your life needs to shift. Some sort of attitude, some sort of behavior, some sort of habit needs to change, needs to shift in order for you to really understand how it is that you will get out of this rut. You also have a hangman spirit, so I think that you may be a little bit picky with who you date, and you may be a little bit even vain in the way that you choose a partner. So you may say, yes, you're funny, yes, you're sweet, yes, you're, all these great things, but do you turn me on? Do you make me feel crazy and butterflies? Do you have that magic it factor? And so you may be a little picky about who you date, and that may be one of the reasons that you're having trouble finding this person. I hope that this message brought you some clarity. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. So for my group number 5, why are we still single? Okay, so you've got the Knight of Pentacles. You've also got the Four of Wands. Oh, look at that. You've got the Skunk Spirit, so know your worth. You've also got time to release negativity, so a full moon in Scorpio. And you've got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, so I know that, this is a singles reading, but I genuinely feel that despite you currently being single, there is some sort of reconciliation in your future. Okay, you've got worth waiting for, and you've got a Four of Wands, and this is a singles reading. This is a why am I single reading. So for these two cards to come out together, it just signifies that there's some sort of reunion, some sort of reconciliation from a separation that either happened in this lifetime or the one before, where you and your partner were on bad terms. You left very hurt, and now you're coming back together, better versions of each other, to make that greater whole. This reunion may not even be with someone who you dated before. This reunion may be with a friend that you maybe had a crush on, or you develop a crush on. So for some reason, that's the feelings that I'm getting. That's the messages that come through. There's some sort of reconciliation, but you're still single because of the fact that you need to know your worth, and you need to let this person know, or let this future person, whoever you date, know. Let your romantic partner realize that you know exactly how much you're worth. You know the things that you want for yourself. You know your goals, your life aspirations. You know exactly what you're not going to settle for. You know who you're going to get rid of if you must. And so when you're very self-sufficient and very self-assured like this, it becomes kind of threatening to somebody who's not mature. This reconciliation is going to be the outcome of this solution. So you know, it's time to release that negativity. It's time to release, and when they say negativity, it does not even have to be your own. It can literally be releasing somebody or something, some sort of way of thinking. You know, if it's the past that's negative, release that as well. So, you know, you're having, yeah, I mean, you really just, this separation was necessary. It's almost reminding me of like a twin flame separation, only because, you know, there is that twin flame separation and then reunion, because that's the ultimate goal, right? So, yeah, you're just having this moment of pause and this moment of where am I going next and how am I gonna get there. I do think that you are currently single because of some of the things that you may have said to somebody, or some sort of nasty words were exchanged. When you have the Knight of Pentacles, for me personally, I interpret this as a very dark night kind of thing, and so they're very hurtful with their words, they're very hurtful with their actions. They may not be intentionally thinking that they are being mean, but that's the way that they're being interpreted by this other person. So really just be aware of the way that people interpret you, the way that you're coming off to others, because that can have a very, very strong indication of the way that people think you are and their perceptions, even though they may not be true, right? So I know this is a very like jumbled message, but I genuinely think that if you put yourself first, if you really learn to love yourself first, there is this reconciliation possible. And even if it's not a reconciliation, there is a huge amount of commitment waiting to be promised to you. A huge commitment waiting in your future, even if it's with someone different. This romantic relationship is worth waiting for. So you may be single, but it's worth being single instead of rushing anything, okay? And I don't think that you're the type to rush anyways. Okay, that is what I have for my group number 5. I hope that you enjoy the message. I hope that it brought you some clarity. Okay, thank you so much for watching, Moon Kids.